What is going on, everybody? It's Nathan Payne, and today I'm going to show you exactly how to list a novation on the MLS super fast, the painless way. I want to make it painless for you guys because honestly, it used to be super painful, but with AI, you can have a lot of the questions answered immediately that you had to go find. Now, if you're sitting here and you're like, hold on. What the heck is a novation, Nathan? A novation is just a way for you to list a house that you do not own on the MLS and sell it. Even if you're not a real estate agent, you get an attorney in fact or a power of attorney to list a house for someone in their behalf, and then you can get paid that way. So it's another way to sell your deals. It's a different way to wholesale. It's not technically wholesaling because you're not assigning your contract to the end buyer, because the end buyer is probably going to be a traditional, have traditional financing. It's going to be a family. Someone's going to have a bank loan. You can also put it on the MLS and find someone to wholesale it to and a cash buyer. But most of the time you're going to find people who are families and have traditional financing. So that's what a novation is. There's a lot of different ways to do novations, right? Like, and how to get paid. I honestly we just closed one for about $18,000, and it wasn't even the technical, like the traditional way that you can get paid out at the end. We actually were able to just have, I'm not going to get into it. All right. But there are ways you can get paid, and it's really exciting. So why do we do this? First of all, before I show you, why do we do novations or why do we put properties on the MLS is because the MLS is the greatest buyers list of all. It doesn't matter if you have the best buyers ever, like the MLS is always going to trump it because everybody can see it. It's just the best in the world. Okay. So if you can get your properties on the MLS, you're going to be able to sell them faster and for more money. That's just how it is. Okay. So for us, when we talk to sellers that really, they have a problem that they need to sell, when we talk to sellers who have a problem, they need to solve it fast and they don't have time to put on the MLS because it still takes a little bit of time to get it on the MLS, right? I'm going to show you the process. It's still, I said it's fast, right? But cash buyers are always going to be faster, right? They can close faster. And so anyway, we don't always do this process with sellers because sometimes they need, and they need it really fast, and their house is trashed as well. And usually when you put a house like this on the MLS, the house isn't in terrible shape, so you can sell it to a family. But anyway, we do it because a lot of the time they have a little bit more time and they want more money. So we say, hey, obviously if you go the cash route, you're going to get a little bit less, but it's going to be quicker. If you have time, we can get you more money if we do this different option. And guys, I talk a lot about like painless flipping and pre-flipping and like how we operate and how we talk to sellers. It comes down to talking to them as like a consultant. We don't go in there and just with like one offer and just say, hey, this is my cash offer. This is where I need to be. Does that work? We go in there with multiple options. We don't even make offers until we understand what they really need. So a cash offer doesn't meet most people's needs. Like 95% of people do not want a cash offer because they suck. They're really low. So you need to be able to know how to do these different strategies like creative financing, know how to do wholesale, novations, get these properties on the MLS. You need to know how to do them or you're going to do less deals. Okay. So how am I able to do 1 out of 15 leads to a deal? Sometimes like 1 out of 8. It really just depends. We can do a lot more deals because we have all these different strategies and we know how to talk to the seller the right way. So if you don't have the right sales process, you're just, let's just say you're lighting your leads on fire, you're lighting your money on fire, that you're spending all your time and effort trying to get sellers on the phone. But if you don't have a way to monetize it and make that money by converting these leads into money, you're wasting your money. All right. So anyway, I'm going to show you. Right now, I'm not going to talk to you so much about the sales process that we took this lady through. Let's just say that she got caught up with some other wholesalers that didn't know what they were doing. They strung her along. She got very upset. She actually was on the MLS once before with another wholesaler that listed the house so high that worth like 370 ARV, like 400,000. The wholesaler previously listed it for 500,000. They were trying to hit a home run, and they just wasted the lady's time, and she canceled them. She was just pissed. Now we told her, hey, this is exactly what we can do. If you want cash, if you want it done quick, we can do this option. Or if you want a little bit more money and you have some time, we can do this process. So she was okay with us taking it to the MLS, and that's where we're here right now. So without further ado, I'm sorry, that was a lot longer. I apologize. That was a lot longer than I really wanted to talk about why this is where we're at right now. But let's dive right in. Don't worry, I'll do some edits and I'll cut that out because I know you guys don't want to sit here and just watch me yap all the time. So let's just get into the sauce and why you guys are here. All right, so let's go right into it, folks. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to show you the process of how to get your property on the MLS. Okay. And actually, oh man, some people wanted to see this live. So I told them I was going to send them a link. Give me 1 second, everybody. I'm just going to go and share this on my Facebook group. So everybody that can see it, let's see. That's not okay. 1 second, people. By the way, if you're watching this, let me know where you're watching from. I like to chat. I like to give out shout outs. So do me a favor and let me know where you're watching from. Let's see. Okay, I got to post this in the Facebook group. And by the way, if you're not a part of the Facebook group, we give away a free course. It's pretty sweet on wholesaling. So you guys need to check it out. Okay, I'm posting this. Watch this. Watch me do a Novation listing live. Got to let the people know in the Facebook group, right? You know, they're part of the Painless. It's called Real Estate Wholesaling the Painless Way. If you guys aren't part of it, you need to get the program. Okay, one more thing. Appreciate the patience, people. Again, let me know where you're watching from. And I'll give you a shout out. Oh my gosh, there's quite a few people in the Facebook group that wanted to watch this. There's a lot of people. Oh my dear. Well, this must be a topic that a lot of people are interested in. Okay, my internet's kind of crappy now. Okay. Oh, what's up, Anthony Torres? I was just messaging you on the Facebook group because you said you were interested in seeing how this is done. So let's go. Anthony is in the house, everybody. Let's all give Anthony's taking action, man. I appreciate you. Anthony, I appreciate you, all the support you give me. I see you commenting and liking my stuff. It doesn't go unnoticed. I appreciate it. You know, in this world of technology, there's just so much floating around, and the fact that I get any likes or comments, it makes me happy. I'm like, oh, you know, because I know how much crap is out there. I know how much stuff is being put out. So thank you. Oh my gosh, there was probably like 20 people that commented that wanted to know about this this live. My gosh, I had no idea. Watch it here. Okay. I'm going to actually have to just re-edit this video because I'm just talking too much. I'm going to cut down the fluff and just show you guys the juice on a YouTube form. Okay. All right. We're good. Oh, we got Anthony saying, you're the man. Thanks for all the great info you give us. Oh, dude. Thanks, Anthony. I appreciate it. Okay. Well, hopefully this can help you out. And let's get right into it. So everybody, let's go. We negotiated a deal with the seller and we got the house. I believe it was under $275,000, and the house, we're going to put it on the MLS for $324,900. Okay. So there's enough of a spread that we're going to make money, that we're going to be able to pay the fees and all the commissions, and the seller gets what she wants. Right. And I don't honestly know if we're going to be able to get it bid up. We might, because most of the houses in the area that are crappy, that ours is like pretty similar to, they're asking for $375. So we really wanted to go lower just so we could sell it really fast. But anyway, that's technically what you do, is you just want to sell it for less money than all the other crap, right? So it goes faster. So all I did, guys, is I went to brokerlist.com after getting the assignment, after getting the purchase contract signed with the seller. We got it signed, and then an attorney in fact. Now, once it's signed, we go to brokerlist.com. Brokerlist.com, super easy. Shout out to brokerlist.com. Super easy to use. All you do is you pick what package you want, $99. If you want less photos, this is more. And then this is just more photos and then a longer time on the MLS. I only needed 6 months. I usually go for the lower package because I don't need that to put that many pictures. But I was able to find a lot of pictures from a previous listing. So just use that. You just go here to pay, boom, it's done. Now, once you pay, you get an email. It's very simple. They send you an email and they say, hey, Nate, you paid. Thank you for paying for our service. I'm like, okay. So they send you an email saying, hey, confirmed that you paid for our service. We're going to be sending you some more emails. So then they send you some more emails. Okay. They send you emails about like what you need to fill out. And as you guys can see, I filled out like all the information, which I'm going to show you already before this video. And this is the email you get. I know it's a lot. It seems like a lot, but really it's like you just sign the documents that needs the information and then you upload the pictures. Okay. So got the email. The next step was to find the pictures. Okay. Because this seller had listed it previously with some crappy wholesalers that wasted their time, they at least got nice pictures. So all I did is I went to this website and I just copied, saved the images, super easy. And I just called it Atlanta because this is Atlanta. I said Atlanta 1, and I saved them as JPEGs because in order to put it on this site, you got to save them as JPEGs. All right, so saved all these photos, super simple. And other than that, after saving those photos, I went to the document. Now this is why you guys are all here. I hate filling out paperwork. This is the dreaded thing. I absolutely loathe this. I don't dislike it. All right. Like I'm going to stop sharing my screen so you guys can see how much I dislike this part of the job. Now, a lot of you are probably like, hey, why don't you get a virtual assistant to do it? Now, thankfully, because of AI, I love my virtual assistants in the Philippines, all over the world. We love you. But fortunately and unfortunately, like AI is making things so easy to do in seconds. So I used to hate it. I still do hate it that I have to do it. Like, hate's a strong word. I dislike it. But because I have AI now, I can fill out this information in seconds when it, maybe back in the day, it took me hours to find the information. Okay. So go back to that. I had to talk to you guys straight so you guys knew how much I dislike it. But pretty much I had to fill out this information, right? So look at all these pages. It asks you for information like, okay, how many beds, baths, like, is it on sewer? Like, tell me about the roof. Tell me the lot size. You name it. It's going to ask you questions about it. Like, right, like, as you can see, lot, view, exterior fencing, like all this crap. And obviously you don't have to fill all this out, but I wanted to fill it out so we could just have as much information as we could for the listing, but I didn't want to go find it all. Like, I didn't want to have to go find what's one of the things I didn't want to go find? The legal description and what else? Like the school districts, right? Like if you had to search all this stuff yourself, it would take a while. But thanks to AI, all you have to do is you go in with a little prompt and you say, hey, I'm about to list this house on blank street. Help me fill this out. That's all I said. Help me fill this out. And said, you got it. I'll fill it out for you. You just tell me what you need. So all I did is I took a screenshot because this one's kind of funky to copy and paste. Maybe someone could figure it out, but I just took a screenshot. So it's super simple. All I did was this Command Shift 4 on a Mac, and you take this and it takes a screenshot and you drop it into your Chat GPT and you say, give me the information for this. Give me the info for this. Okay. Boom. And it's like, yes, sir, here it is. And that's all I did. Like some of the information is just super easy to know, like bedrooms, baths, like the address. Like you don't need to use AI for the whole thing. But yeah, I've never been to this house. I'm in Canada right now, and this is a house in Atlanta. Never walked the house. Haven't done a lot of those things that like would let me know what's going on with the property. But thanks to AI, it can check out really fast, like the school district. It could tell me like the neighborhood name, all like a bunch of stuff that like I would hate to have to look up, right? Even a virtual assistant would waste a ton of time doing it. So thanks to AI, again, you just take a screenshot, it will whip out all the information for you. And it did still take me like 30 minutes to fill this out. It might have taken me a little longer, which I don't like, but I was able to fill it out, guys. Now, how do you make a novation work? Okay, so I wanted to show you guys this as well. You need to have them sell a real estate purchase contract saying that you're going to buy their house for the price that you've agreed on, and then you're going to list it for more money. But what allows you to list it on the MLS is what's called an attorney in fact, or like a power of attorney authorization. It's an authorization to sign listing documents and offer. All right, so that's it. And even with AI, sometimes when I'm talking, I've talked to some agents that have wanted to do the deal, and they're like, hey, how do I send you over to the agreement to sign with us? And I've had to ask AI, like, hey, how do I fill this out? So guys, AI is incredible. All right. It's unfortunate that it's going to take away a lot of people's jobs, but that's just, I'm sure the person that was back in the day that was selling the cartons of milk and he would deliver to your house, he was upset about refrigerators. And I'm sure everybody was upset. The horse was upset when the car came along, right? Like, but that's just life. We got to continue and pivot with what we got, and you got to keep moving forward. So I say that because it's like, this is going to disrupt my job, everybody's job, but it ain't going anywhere. All right. Unless the internet blows up, and then I own a farm. I can just farm and be a farmer for the rest of my life. So I think I'm set either way, which I'm excited about. But so going back to this, let me shut my window. My neighbor's mowing my lawn, which is great. I don't like mowing either. Shutting my window. All right. So let's, and by the way, I wanted to also say that I have a Google Voice number as well that I'm handling all the calls that I'm going to get from this listing. So I wanted to let you guys know that this is like the process that I have. And this video itself might be all over the place just because I got my neighbor blowing. He's got a leaf blower right there. It's kind of distracting and whatnot. But let's do a quick recap. Now that I've done it, I want to show you guys again. Does anyone have any questions that's watching this live before I do a quick recap to show you guys exactly how to do this process one more time really quick in a fast version? Because after this, I'm about to go hang out with the family. Again, we got the farm going. We got corn growing. I wish I could show you guys. I probably could show you guys if you wanted to see. But we got a ton of corn. And I'm excited. It's the weekend. So we got this listing. This novation that we're getting up. We got some deals going. We're working with the students. It's been really fun. If you guys don't know what we do at Painless Flipping, go check it out, painlessflipping.com, like spelled my last name, because we help people do deals. But anyway, I'm excited for the weekend. Does anyone have any questions before I do a quick recap? And if not, all good. Don't worry, there's going to be more videos coming on the sales process on like how to negotiate a novation, but this is just how to get it on the MLS. So one more time. And then we're wrapping it up for today because I know my wife's probably like, hey, stop working and come and hang out. All right, so let's go one more time. All right, guys, so all I did to get a house on the MLS when you're doing a novation is once you have the seller sign the real estate purchase contract, which we have here. I'm not going to show you, but we have that signed. And then when we have them sign an attorney in fact, right, power of attorney, whatever you want to call it, we take this thing to the MLS ASAP. All right. So all we do is we go to brokerless.com. Shout out to brokerless.com. You guys are great. $99 to list it. That's it. PayPal or credit card. I went with this option because I have more pictures. Boom, paid for it. I got an email saying, hey, you paid. Here you go. This is the information we need. And then they start emailing you what you need. Okay. Eventually you get an email that gives you a little bit more info saying, hey, we need this information. I keep saying information. We need this from you. You give them the photos that you need. And then once you give them the photos you need, you have to fill out the information about the listing. Okay. I needed to get pictures for the property. I found some pictures online. Okay. The wholesaler used to have this property before they blew it and listed it way too high, and the seller didn't want to work with them anymore. They took decent pictures I was able to find. I just saved those and I use those in my listing. And then going right here, all I did is I went here, and this is what the sauce is about with this video. This is why I'm doing this. Is I hate filling out all this information. VAs used to do it for me. Now AI does it for me. All I do is I go, because look, guys, it's what, like 10, 12 pages. This could take a long time to find the lot description and all the information you need. You have to do, guys, is I'm going to zoom out. You take a screenshot of what you need. You take it to AI and you say, hey, AI, what should I put in this, right? That's a bad way to say it, but this is for video sakes, right? And then it will tell you, hey, boom, this is all the information you need. You take it, you fill it out. Maybe one day it'll fill it out for you. I would say yes, it will eventually. Once you have this and you sign it, for the seller and behalf of the seller, because now you have the attorney in fact, and you can sign the listing documents. You go here, and that's it. That's it. You got it on there, and then you wait till it goes live. All right, and you see if they have any more questions from the emails from Brokerless. Now, if none of you have seen what an attorney in fact looks like, this is one from a previous deal we did. It was an $18,900 deal that we did on the MLS. Pretty simple. Just had the seller sign an attorney in fact, authorization to sign listing documents and offer. He signed it, put it on the MLS, showed this to them, and got the deal done. All right. The title company takes care of it. Once you find the buyer, you just get what the title company knows and has done these before. It's pretty dang simple. Okay. So we had that attorney in fact. If you do not have an attorney in fact, I would recommend, actually, you don't even need to go get one, guys. I got a little plug for you. Brokerless, because so many people tried to do novations with the wrong paperwork, they actually give you an attorney in fact. This is one that they gave me, and it works. So use brokerless.com. They'll send you one. I have one. If you work with me, I'm going to give you all the paperwork that I have, but just go get it. If you ever do Novation, they got your back. I got a Google Voice number, been using it for a very long time, but I use that for anyone that's going to call about this listing. And here it is, super simple. You can get a free Google Voice number, and you don't have to worry about them people blowing up your cell phone. So that's it, everybody. That is how to get a Novation on the MLS and how to leverage AI to do it for you quick. And like I said, I used to not like doing it. I still don't like doing it, but I can do it faster now with AI, so which is cool. So everybody, I hope you have a great weekend. I hope that was helpful. I want questions. Anybody that watches this live, I want you to say, hey, I didn't get this. I didn't understand this, because I want to go back. I want to make better videos for you guys. I want to make better explanations so you don't have to have questions. That's my goal. So go ahead. But none of this happens if you don't have the right sales process, if you're not pre-flipping, if you're not painless flipping, you're not doing the sales process we teach. Because if you're just making lowball offers and hoping people want to work with you, it's not going to work. Nobody likes working with somebody that just lowballs them and makes them feel crummy. We don't go do that. Our route is the consultative route. We're the consultants. We are not just cash buyers that go in and make low cash offers. We are consultants, right? We're real estate professionals that would like to buy your house, but if that's not what you're looking for, we have different options. Okay. We have different options to buy your house, and we can kind of point you in the right direction to work with us or to work with someone else. It's up to you. That's what we tell people. So if you're not approaching the sales process like that, then, everybody has their different opinions, but I think the best option is to provide options to people, let them know that it's a win-win scenario for you. If it doesn't work, if it's not going to be a win-win situation, then you don't want to work with them, right? So you want to let them know, like, hey, we have your best interest in mind, because you do, and you're going to walk away from the deal if it doesn't work out. And that's how we run our business and operate our lives, right? You want people to win. So everyone have a great weekend. Again, let me know if you have any questions. I hope this was helpful. Check out painlessflipping.com. If you are interested in working with us, we help people do deals. That's what we do. It's not like a course or a mentorship where you just get bombarded with a bunch of crap. It's literally, we help you do deals. Okay. You have a deal. We'll look at it. We'll tell you what to do. We'll tell you exactly how to close it, what to do. And then if you don't feel comfortable doing it, we'll do it for you, and we can work together on the deal. Okay. Just fill out this form. Love to work with anybody who's obviously not anybody, right? You got to at least qualify in the sense, we got to like you and you got to like me, right? So anyway, have a great weekend. Anthony Torres, the awesome Anthony Torres, says, have a great weekend, and you have a great weekend with your family too, brother. Hope you're doing well out there in SoCal, where it's really nice. And it's nice here in Canada too, but I'm sure SoCal is amazing right now. Might be hot. Might be a little too hot. I don't know. You can let me know. Peace out, everybody. Have a great weekend.